What if we could do the impact and income at the same time? So there could be, are we making the world a better place? So if you're selling cocaine, probably the impact could be, all you needed was this clarity and the implementation that we're going to do.
Now let's get into the real stuff. Everybody was asking me, and you were asking me, hey, how do I work on the 1000x stuff? By taking intelligent actions. So look at this. In the bottom, there is like no income activities. No income activities. There are things that you could be doing that produces no income whatsoever. And if you're, you might be thinking, oh, I need to be working on things that are not income activities too. We'll cover that in a second. But for right now, just focus on the income. So there are no income activities. There is low income activities. There are high income activities, and there are highest income activities in your business. And you don't need to be doing 1000x things unless you are very ambitious and you want to grow your business to like a Gandhi conglomerate or something like that. In that case, you can stick with 25 or 10 and you still be okay. 25 or 100 and you'll still be okay. I would recommend that you go with the 100 if you could. And that's what we are going to focus on right now, 100x. And I'm going to demonstrate that for you, how that works. But the focus is high income activities or highest income activities, somewhere in that range. Ideally, okay? So that's what intelligent actions are. So here's the thing from saying no to good ideas. It's the same theme that we were talking about, saying no to good ideas. Allow that to be processed for a second. Saying no to good ideas or excellent ideas. And I'm going to frame it with a guy who talked about it. I'm actually as proud of the things that we haven't done as the things I have done. Innovation is saying no to 1000 things. One more time. I'm actually as proud of the things that we haven't done as the things I have done. Innovation is saying no to 1000 things. You with me? Do you understand the importance of this? Because when you're able to say no to 9 things, then the other one thing, that's what is going to make the biggest difference. So it is not just saying yes to everything. It's saying no to good ideas. Next point. And if you are thinking about, oh, there are things that doesn't have money in it. So those are inspired actions. We talked about that, right? So creating an impact. So there are no impact activities. There are low impact activities. There are high impact activities and lifetime impact activities. If you want to, if your goal is to transform the world, yeah, go for the lifetime impact. Go for the kill. Go for the life, right? So now, but if you want to have a high impact in life, go for the high impact activities. But it gets better. What if we could do the impact and income at the same time? So there could be, look at the very top, you would see no impact activities. The very bottom, you'll see no income activities. You shouldn't be working on those. I shouldn't be working on that, right? Now, there are low impact activities in yellow and then low income activities in yellow in the bottom. Yeah. And now you have high impact activities and high income activities. Those are really good. Those are 100x activities. Remember we talked about 80-20. From that 80-20, you go to 60-4, and the next level you're going, for simplicity, 150. Which means out of the hundreds of things that you could be doing, there is one thing that you could do that could give you 50 times return on investment. Actually, 100 times return on investment, because it's half, because of the percentage, how it's structured. It gets even better. How about passion? There are no passion activities in life, low passion activities in life, high passion activities in life, and highest passion activities in life. On the other side, there is no proficiency activity, low proficiency, highest. You with me so far? Okay, so we talked about profit, we talked about our income, we talked about the impact, about the passion and the proficiency. Now let's look at the whole picture. Allow it to be processed for a second. Now it's all coming together, isn't it? There is this no passion activities, no impact activities, no proficiency activities, no income activities. Were you working on no passion, no impact, no proficiency, no income? Or were you working on low passion, low impact, low proficiency, low income? Or high income, high passion, high impact, high proficiency? Or even better, highest passion, impact, proficiency, and income. So at this time, write down in a piece of paper or a software or a document, whatever you use. Let's spend 5 minutes to write down, look at your last week and see where were you? Where were you in the last 7 days? What were you working on in the last 7 days? In terms of passion, just write down no passion. Pause the video right now. Look at this and evaluate your last 7 days. Where were you spending time on? That has the highest income, highest passion, highest impact, and highest proficiency. How do you measure impact? We measure impact by how you are serving other people. How is it useful for other people? Society, is it helping the greater good in some level? Are we making that world a better place? So if you're selling cocaine, probably the impact could be lesser than you think, right? So and if you're a pharmaceutical company, it could be very similar too. I'm kidding, but you got the idea, right? So is it creating a good impact for people other than you, right? So that's where we flourish, and we're going to unpack this even deeper in a few seconds. Now, here's one thing that I want to tell you. Do you think you cannot take 1 day off a week? If that's the case, you must take 1 day off in your life. If you cannot take 1 day off, then you are the ideal candidate for taking 1 day off. Because around 7 years ago, I had like really incredibly tight schedule, and I decided I'm not going to work on Sundays anymore. Typically, I don't work on Saturdays either, except for like when I do some trainings. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to work on Sunday. The next week, my productivity was 25% more. So what does that mean? By working on 6 days, I was getting more things done than working on 7 days. What a counter-instinctive thing to do, but that works all the time. An important thing to increase your productivity, just like that. Okay, another thing is, if you don't have time to exercise, you must exercise. That will increase your productivity, because when you have physical energy, then you will have energy to give to other people, energy to support yourself, energy to help your family, or inspire people. Right? So if you don't have time to exercise, which I don't have, but I must exercise. For example, like I said, I'm being brutally honest about me not sleeping. While I'm teaching, hey, you should sleep 7 hours. I slept only 4 hours. But in the morning, I made sure before I showed up for this, I made sure I did my workout. No excuses, no stories. I figure out a way to make that happen, right? You need to figure out a way to make it happen. If you're really busy, you must make it happen. Now, when you continue doing those 4 things, if you like, the red zone is like no income, no passion, no proficiency, nothing. The other one is low everything. The green is high everything. You could actually get to a point where you're working only on the highest things that you are passionate about. Now, let's finish with the ideas and let's start implementing right now. So, but process this for a second. That the tiny number of things that you're doing in that pyramid, that has the largest impact in your business. And that's when your bank account is going to show the passion. Because in that tiny pyramid, what is happening is, like, if you look at it, go back, the highest proficiency and the highest income. So probably for those of you feel like you go for impact over income, it doesn't have to be mutually exclusive. You can ask a question like, how can I create the biggest impact and the greatest income and do it with passion and work only on the things that I'm proficient at? So if you already do that, then how could I create the largest impact and the largest income by doing the thing that I'm passionate about? In that question, the answer to that question is the answer, the highest impact and income, and income and doing it with highest passion. Make sense? And that's what happens when you have that clarity. All you needed was this clarity and the implementation that we're going to do right now. So